Next, finding out about the first farmers and herders. You will notice a number of blue squares. In page number 13, there is a map, okay, map 2. In that, you will see a blue squares. Each marks a site from where archaeologists have found evidence of early farmers and herders. जो आप blue squares देखेंगे, that is the evidence which archaeologist has found of the first farmers and herders. These are found all over the subcontinent. ये आपको सारे subcontinent में मिलेंगे. Some of the most important ones are in northwest. In present वो कहाँ हैं? In Kashmir and east and south India. To find out whether these sites were settlement of farmers and herders, this is the places where are the settlements of farmers and herders, means where are the places, these are the places where the farmers and herders were living there. Scientists study evidence of plants and animals bones. How the archaeologist has found the evidence by the by plants and animals bones, mean they have found a plants and animals bones, and by that they have recognized that these are the places where the farmers and herders were living. One of the most exciting finds include remains of burned grains. These may be been burnt accidentally or on purpose. Scientists can identify these grains, and so we know that a number of crops were grown of different parts of the subcontinent. They can also identify the bones of different animals. What the scientist has find, the grains, okay, the grains, a number of grains were grown अलग अलग जगहों पे, they have grown, ठीक है, in a subcontinent, or identify the bones of a different animals के bone मिलने से they have find out, means this is the place where the animals were living and the farmers and herders were also living there. Next, towards a settled life, archaeologists have found traces of herds or houses at same times. For instance, in Burzaum, in present-day Kashmir, archaeologist has found a traces किसके of herds or houses of some sites. कुछ sites में उन्हें traces मिले of herds or houses के. कहाँ? Like for instance, वो हैं बुरज़ाहुम में. At present वो कहाँ है? In Kashmir. People's build, वहाँ पर लोगों ने पिट हाउसेस बनाए थे, विच वर डग इनटू द ग्राउंड, जो क्या करते हैं, डगिंग करके ग्राउंड में बनाया जाता है, विथ स्टेप्स लीडिंग इनटू इट, उनमें स्टेप्स बनाई जाती हैं. दीज में बी प्रोवाइडेड शेल्टर इन कोल्ड वेदर, ठीक है, ये एक तरह का शेल्टर बनाया जाता है. ये शेल्टर होता है इन अ कोल्ड वेदर के लिए. आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट हैव ऑल्सो फाउंड कुकिंग हर्ट्स बोथ इनसाइड एंड आउटसाइड द हर्ट, और ऐसे कुकिंग हर्ट्स बनाए गए जिसमें आप बाहर भी हर्ट के अंदर और बाहर दोनों साइड में कुकिंग कर सकें. विच सजेस्टेड दैट डिपेंडिंग ऑन द वेदर पीपल्स could cook food either indoors or outdoors. Due to depending on the weather or changing on the weather, they are making the food inside and as well as the outside also. Next, draw a pit house. Stone tools have been found from many sites as well. Many of these are different from the earlier Paleolithic tools, and that is why they are called Neolithic. Means some of the stone tools they have found from many sites, okay, and many were different from the earlier Paleolithic tool. That is why they called Neolithic. These includes tools that are polished to give a fine cutting edge, means they have given a shape, okay, and mortars and petals used by grinding grains and other plant produce, they are using for grinding grains and other plant production. Mortars and pestles are used for grinding grains. Mortars or pestles use करने लगे for the grinding grains, okay. Even today, several thousand years later, और आज भी उन्हें use किया जाता है. At the same time, tools of the Paleolithic types continue to be made and used, and remember, some tools were also made of bones. Some of the Paleolithic tools were made and used, and remember, today itself some tools were made of bones, and some tools were made of bones. See, this is the picture of new stone tools. Okay, these are the tools made of stone. Many kinds of earthen pots have also been found, means they have found earthen pots like this is a picture of earthen pot. Okay, these were sometimes decorated and were used for storing things. This pot were used for storing the grains, crops or whatsoever food they are getting. People begin using pot for cooking food, ठीक है. Some pots they are using for the cooking food, especially grains like किन किन चीज़ों के लिए, like rice, wheat and lentils. Lentil means दाल, that now become an important part of our diet. आज जो हमारी डाइट के लिए क्या है, that is important for us. Beside they begin weaving clothes using different kind of material. For an example, cotton that could now be grown. अब क्या होने लगे हैं, वो grown होने लगे हैं. Did things change everywhere and all at once? Not quite. In many areas, men and women still continue to hunt and gather food, and elsewhere people adopted farming and herding slowly. Over several thousand years, beside in cases people try to combine these activities doing different things during different seasons. What they were saying? They were saying in today itself, man and women were still living in a same conditions, means they are hunting or gathering food. Okay, and gradually or slowly we can say they are adopting the farming and herding things. ठीक है, farming और herding करना they were thinking slowly, धीरे धीरे वो सोच रहे हैं. and overall over several thousand years they have taken to adopt this thing. इस herding और farming को adopt करने के लिए they have taken a lots of time. Beside in case people try to combine these activities, इन्हीं activities में they were combining and doing different things during different season. और वो अलग अलग seasons में क्या करते रहे, different activity. Next, a closer look, living and dying in Megarh. Find Megarh on map 2 when you will see on page number 13 map 2. This site is located in a fertile plain near the Bolan Pass, which is one of the most important route into the Iran. This is a most important route. Okay, Megarh was probably one of the places where people learned to grow barley and wheat. This is the only place where they have started to learn how to grow the barley and wheat and how to rear animals like sheep and goat for the first time in this area. It is the one of the earliest villages that we know about. And this site many animals bones were found. Means archaeologist has found many bones of animals, bones of wild animals such as the deer and pig, and also bones of sheep and goat were found. Archaeologists have found both the bones of wild animals and the domesticated animals. A house in Megarh, this is what a house in Megarh maybe looked alike. ऐसे लगता था मेगढ़ में. Okay, this is the house in Megarh. In what ways is this house similar to the one in which you live? क्या ये house आज जिस घर पे आप रह रहे हैं उससे similar है? A burial from Megarh. Can you identify the skeleton of the goats? This is the burial in Megarh. In Megarh you will find a burial where most of the skeletons of the goats you will find. Okay. Other finds at Megarh includes remains of square and rectangular houses. In Megarh, most of the house you will get in square and rectangular shape. Each house has 4 or more compartments, some of which maybe have used for storage. Means you will get 4 or more compartment, means room you can say. This they have used for the storage, means to store the food. And whenever they will die, their relatives or friends, they will give a respect to them. People look after them perhaps in belief that there is some form of life after that. उनका मानना था कि there is some कुछ ऐसा होता है जो life after death, जो death के बाद भी होता है. Burial is one such arrangement. Several burial sites have been found at Megarh. You will get many burials. आपको ऐसी कब्र बहुत सारी मिल जाएंगी in Megarh. In one instance, the death person was buried with goats, which were probably meant to serve as food in the next world. And whenever the person dies, with his burial, they will give a goat also. By this they were saying means by this they are serving a food in the next world. वो क्या करते हैं, उनकी ब्यूरियल में क्या देते हैं, गोड देते हैं, उनका मानना होता है मीन्स बाय दिस दे आर गिविंग अ फूड फॉर द नेक्स्ट वर्ल्ड. नेक्स्ट वर्ल्ड के लिए वो क्या दे रहे हैं, दे आर गिविंग अ फूड. Elsewhere, cave painting in France. Find France in your atlas. The painting below is from a cave in France. One painting is given. This is a painting that is in from France. This site was discovered by 4 school children more than 100 years ago. Means this is a picture of a school children of 1000 years ago. Painting like this were made between मीन्स कब बनी होगी, अप्रॉक्सीमेट 20,000 एंड 10,000 ईयर्स अगो पहले की पिक्चर है ये. मैनी ऑफ दीज वर ऑफ एनिमल्स. ऐसी कुछ पिक्चर्स आपको एनिमल्स, वाइल्ड हॉर्सेस, ऑर्चार्स एंड ओल्डर वाइल्ड फॉर्म ऑफ कैटल, बाइसन, वुली राइनोसॉर्स, राइनडियर एंड बियर पेंटेड इन ब्राइट कलर्स. ऐसे ही कुछ एनिमल्स आपको बने हुए हैं, दिए हैं, विच इज़ पेंटेड इन अ bright colors. These colors were made from a minerals like ochre or iron ore or charcoal. It is possible that these paintings were done on ceremonial occasions, or perhaps they have made for special rituals performed by hunters before they went in search of prey. Means perhaps these color, whatsoever color they have done, this is made it from minerals. ठीक है, कुछ मिनरल से बनाए गए हैं, लाइक आयरन और चारकोल और ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें दे हैव यूज टू मेक दिस पेंटिंग. एंड परहैप्स दे हैव मेड दिस पेंटिंग फॉर एनी ओकेजन बनाई गई है, या फिर कोई स्पेशल रिचुअल में बनाई गई है जो हंटर्स के हंटर्स को परफॉर्म करने में बनाई जाती है. जैसे जब एनिमल्स को पकड़ा जाता है, या फिर कुछ उनके कुछ ऐसे रिचुअल होते होंगे कि जहाँ पर अगर एनिमल्स को पकड़ा जाए या उनकी हंटिंग की जाए तो उस टाइम पे वो रिचुअल को निभाया जाता है. तो ये उस टाइम पे ये पेंटिंग बनाई गई है. कैन यू थिंक ऑफ एनी अदर रीज़न, या आप कुछ और ऐसा रीज़न बता सकते हैं? Elsewhere, a Neolithic site. Find Turkey in your atlas. One of the most famous Neolithic site. एक आप अगर एटलस में देखेंगे यू विल फाइंड अ टर्की में एक फेमस नियोलिथिक साइट है, कैटल ह्यूग वॉज फाउंड इन टर्की. आपको टर्की में दिखाई देगा. सेवरल थिंग्स वर ब्रॉड फ्रॉम द ग्रेट डिस्टेंस. आपको ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें उसमें दिख जाएंगी, जैसे फ्लाइंग फ्रॉम साइरिया, काउरीज फ्रॉम रेड सी or shells from the Mediterranean Sea are used in the settlement. Remember, there were no carts. Most of the things would have been carried on the back of pack animals such as cattle or by people. Means many of the things, there is no cart, वहाँ पर कोई vehicles या nothing you will find it. Okay, so how they will carry the things on the back of a एनिमल, मतलब एनिमल के बैक में रखा जाता था, सच एज कैटल, और या फिर सच एज पीपल के बैक में रख के वो सामान को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाया जाता था.